And those who did wrong, those who costed lives, we lock them up.
Man, I gotta just let him come on last. Always does this to me. Now I gotta figure out how to keep the momentum. I can't. But he's right in what he said there. You know, we do need to go to our states, and we need to put a lot of pressure on the states. We gotta force this bill to come to the House floor. Right now, they won't even give it a shot, and that means that we won't have a chance at defeating the state of emergency and fight back on these vaccine mandates till at least November midterms. And then even then, you got to hope that the Republicans actually do it. There's no guarantees in that. So we have to go to our states and we have to pressure our state capitals to start doing something. Now I'm starting to see across Facebook and online, different places, that states are starting to gear up. People are starting to organize. And that's key. I haven't put together a packet yet, but you shouldn't need a packet either. It's not a very hard process. All you got to do is look up capital permits, choose your date, file for those permits, work with local law enforcement agencies, ensure them that you are peaceful, law-abiding citizens, and do the same thing that we've been doing here. Sit. It's not that hard. Sometimes you just gotta grab the bull by the horns, I guess. But it really isn't that difficult to do that process. It can seem a little intimidating when you look at the application. You know, they want numbers. Well, how do you really know how many are gonna show up, right? So just scare the crap out of them, put like 250,000. Bottom line is you're covered from one person all the way to 250,000 then, right? So that's what I would do. That's what I did do here.
They'll come.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. You know, there's been moments in the last week where I was a little deterred by either bad press from our friend Zach over at Daily Beast. I'm just kidding. He didn't deter me once. But what I will say is I've seen stuff out there, people commenting, you know, under some of these articles that would come out that said, what are they even doing there? Nobody even knows what they're doing. Are these people still doing this? But of course, you look at the people that are commenting, and they're all DC people. Nobody else across the country is commenting on them. It's literally just the folks that live down in DC that are in their little bubbles of whatever. You know what? You know what was brought up to me yesterday, too, while I'm on this subject of downtown DC, was that there's barely an American flag on a single house in the residential area of DC. Can you believe that? You're in the capital city, and there's barely an American flag. So to those in DC that do support us, start putting flags on your cars. Put flags on your cars. Watch how bad they mess with us for having a flag on our car. It's pretty bad. But put some flags on your cars. Put some flags outside of your homes or your businesses. If you support your freedoms, fly an American flag. I encourage everybody across the country that supports us to put an American flag on their car. Just go get one of those clip-on ones even that you put on your window. But go do that. Just fly it. Just fly that flag every single day. So anyways, what I was saying about being a little deterred, you know, yesterday when I had the phone call with Australia and New Zealand there, and then we got up here, we talked about it, I read those emails. And then, of course, I did that live video with him. It was nice, bright, and sunny where he was at. It was like lunchtime, and I'm sitting there like falling asleep. But it gave me a renewed sense of hope. It gave me a little bit of motivation. It made me understand just how far we're reaching around the globe. I guess I didn't really know if the rest of the world was truly watching us. I would hear people say, oh, Canada's behind you, we're watching. And there'd be one or two comments like that. But yesterday, seeing that global movement Facebook page and going through it and reading the comments there and where everybody's from, it blew my mind. Just started seeing how far this reach is really going, that it doesn't matter about mainstream media. It doesn't matter about the weirdos that live in downtown DC that can't even fly an American flag. It doesn't matter about those people, because the rest of the country and the rest of the world sees us and hears us. The rest of the world and this country are awakening, I guess is the phrase you're supposed to use now. I don't know. I still just say they're waking up, right? They are. But the rest of the world is understanding, you ready? That their governments work for us. Had to do that. It's just amazing to see that, and you know, I'm truly amazed by it, and you know, you guys, what you've done here, the community that you guys have built here, Hagerstown. They're talking about Hagerstown in Australia and New Zealand right now. They're literally talking about Hagerstown, Maryland. That's pretty awesome. They're talking about Hagerstown in Canada. There's people in Canada that want to come join us here in Hagerstown. I say, come on down. Come on down, Canada. Come on down. You come down here, we'll go up there. We'll go up there whether you come down here or not. Those that can cross the border and help them, we'll cross the border and help them. With that said, people still try to say I'm the leader. I'm not. I am not. Well, Mike Landis is going to be, oh, he's here. He's backing up right now. But Mike Landis will be covering for me for the next couple days. Now, let me be clear. This movement is bigger than any individual. This movement is bigger than any one person. This movement is about you all. It's about the American people. It's about human beings on earth. It's never, ever should be reliant upon one person. Ever. I go home for 3 or 4 days. It should not stop what we are doing here. If you go home for 3 or 4 days, Mr. Green Shirt Day late on Happy St. Patty's Day, it should not ruin this movement. It should not stop what we are doing. If my friends over at the soup kitchen pack up and leave today, she can't leave because that's like the only time I get a meal. So please stay. If she packs up, her and her amazing team today to go spend time with my girls. Because family is just as important as what we're doing here. To me, they always say God, country, family. To me, all three, well, the two, God, country, and family are equal. They're together. I can't stand up here or do what we're doing in DC without the support of my family. My family needs me right now to come home, say hi, give them hugs and kisses, tuck them in at night, and just let them know that I love them and that I'm doing this for them. Everybody here should be putting their family up at that same level. Everybody. Change in this country starts with your family. Starts in your communities. I said it, I don't know how many times now. It starts at home. I want to be able to tell my girls why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to take the time to show them the live feeds. I want to sit there with them on the couch tomorrow watching one of these great independents, live streamers, YouTubers. I want to sit there and watch it from home with my girls to explain what is going on and why we're doing what we're doing. I want to educate my children into how important it is to stand up for your rights. So I chose this weekend to do so. I'm going home to hold my girlfriend's hand, give her a kiss on the cheek. Okay. But I am going home to spend some time with them, to spend some time with the extended family, girlfriend's family, my family, make personal phone calls, and just catch up on some of the messaging that has been buried in my inbox from some of you. I know there's a lot of people trying to get a hold of me. There's somebody that I just read another one here, saying, we need to talk now.
3 weeks ago.
And that was, like 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry. But that's the point, is I need to get home and I need to recenter myself with my family and these messages and catch up and teach my family what this is all about. I'll be in Northwest Ohio for this weekend.
Yes, sir.
But I'm coming back with my truck. I'm coming back with my truck. I ain't staying on that freaking bus. I ain't staying in no hotel. I'm coming back in my truck. And then I'm going to beg for a shower. But I'm coming back in my truck. I'm going to try to even bring my puppy with me. But I'm coming back, and I hope those of you in Ohio right now that want to come down here, I'll be leaving Monday morning. And I'll be trucking across to Ohio. If you want a convoy from Ohio here to Hagerstown. If you're in Indiana, Illinois, you're in Pennsylvania, you're in Maryland, I don't care where you're at, let's meet up and let's convoy into Hagerstown. I'll be back Monday. We're going to get this convoy up and going this morning. I don't really have much details. Mike here? Mike, come on up here. You got some plans? Mike. I'm going to let him get on here and explain what's going on today and say his piece. You look awake. Did you sleep?
Yeah.
Who let you sleep? Anyways, thank you all. God bless you. And I love every single one of you, and I'll see you Monday in my truck.
Yes.
Who's ever this is, come get it, please.
I am awake because I took the night to sleep because now I got to steer the ship for the next couple days while he goes and gets his whatever. At any rate, I'm glad he's bringing his truck back. You know that crackerhead tried to tell me to not do the convoy with my truck at one point, and I was like, you want me to do what without a what? No. See, I knew he'd come back.
Let's clarify. I only told him not to bring his truck because I needed help. Because unfortunately, it's pretty difficult to plan and organize a convoy across the country while driving your truck at the same time. But don't worry, Mike. I got it. Thanks, Mike. And by the way, it killed me every single mile to not be in my truck. But I worked very hard with Marcus and a couple other people that I won't mention names because they've never stepped up publicly to make sure that we had alternative routes as we went across the country in case we got roadblocked by anti-us. Anti-Americans that wanted to stop us. So every mile, all the way across this country, there were maps. I know people ask questions about that bus, but let me tell you something. That whole floor, the couch in there, the floor, everything, had paper maps opened up all the way across the country. We had laptops up monitoring weather, satellite imagery of places that we were going. It was intense. Police scanners, CB radios. monitoring every single inch of that convoy in case somebody, somewhere, decided that they were going to try to shut us down so that we had alternative routes. And what would happen is we would pass the exit that we were going to take if we got blocked, and we would just literally crumble up that paper and throw it away and keep working on the next route. We had to do that because we legitimately thought somebody would try to shut us down on the way across from Adelanto, California to here. Try doing that while trucking. Worked all right for him because he just trucked across the country waiting for us to tell him what exit to grab. So there's some clarification before Mike starts talking his smack. Now I'm out of here. Love you all. God bless.
Oh, you're cranky. Go home and take a nap. That's my role. That's what I do best. But they did. He's right. That bus was a mess, and they worked their butts off the whole way across. I was in contact with them the whole way. So, what? Oh, okay. Right on. I'll tell them to come up here then. I don't really have much for you. I know Brian filled you in. He's going to be taking a little bit of R&R time, which, you know, someday, he said some of it, but when this is over and the whole story of how this all came together and what we've gone through and the amount of people that are against us that tried to screw this convoy up coming across that have been arrested and stuff like that will come out, and I think everybody will understand the importance behind, you know, the fact that we have this bus that seems to be a thorn in some people's sides and everything else, but how pivotal it was in making this whole thing happen. So when this is over, there'll be a good story somewhere. You know, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a movie somewhere. That'd be interesting. But yeah, Convoy 2, the sequel, 50 years later. Hopefully it doesn't turn into Duel. Yeah, a little White Line Fever into the Capitol or something. There you go. That's right. No, so we're gonna keep doing our thing here while he takes some time, and it's much needed, and I'm probably gonna end up having to do that at some point too, just because it's been since like the 1st of February since I've seen my kids because of all this. So it happens, and we're all dealing with that out here, so I don't think that we're just up here whining. I know everybody is here spending time away, like I said the other day, from work or family or home or whatever, and we're living like nomads, which is actually kind of refreshing, to be perfectly honest, in certain ways. So today we're going to run the convoy again. I just got back. It's foggy here, but as soon as we get out down near 70, it's completely clear, so we'll be perfectly okay. The roads are nice and dry, and we're gonna run down in here and see if, you know, there's still I know yesterday it sounded like everyone got a couple escorts through town to see it and everything, which is pretty cool. I actually got phone calls from CNN and them type of people wanting to know if we were being escorted through DC, and I was like, well, is that what it looks like? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, there's your answer. Yeah, here's your sign. So we'll see what they have in store for us today. We're going to go down and probably run the same route up 395 through town and see if they pull their dump trucks out and pretend like they got balls of steel, which we know they don't. So, you know, once again, though, if you get into talks with the officers, they're doing what they're supposed to do. However, I hope that they understand that at some point they're doing something that's actually illegal, and just like the whole Nuremberg trials, they're going to end up being the ones that end up getting in trouble for it, even though they're following orders. That's right. They forget that they also took an oath to protect certain things. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Don't get in confrontations with them or yell at them or whatever. You know, we're going to go down and we're just going to keep annoying them and exhausting their resources and playing with them, because we got nothing but time sitting here doing what we're doing. That's why we're here, right? So we're going to leave this morning. I don't know, it's probably close to 10 o'clock already and we're still here. So Probably it might be a couple minutes after that here till we get going this morning. But same thing. We're gonna send a couple trucks out and send the cars in behind us and go on a little ride again down through downtown DC and see what a Friday afternoon in the swamp looks like. Yeah. It's actually I just came around 495 from my friend's house this morning. And it's already a mess. So I hope everybody likes playing in traffic today. Other than that, I don't really have much. We'll be back here tonight, and I guess the ball's in my court for a couple days. So other than that, we're good here, and this gentleman here would like to say a few words. We're glad to have everybody come up. One other thing, I think what we're going to do here a little bit over the next couple days is I want people that are here to come up and tell their story. I have heard so many incredible stories since we've been here of either stuff before this or during this, and I want people to be able to say that, because I think, me and Brian can stand up here and talk about how awesome it was to see people yell at the people blocking the exits for us and such like that all day long, but I think what really needs to get out is the fact of why all of you are here. Because without you guys, like I said, we'd just be a couple people driving across the country for no reason. And that's what it's really about. It's about you guys, the people. So I think we're going to try and get some people each night up here to tell their story. And I do have one real quick. Someone told me yesterday, in reference to the officers I just talked about. There's a fella here that had a Marine flag and an American flag on the back of their pickup truck that got tangled in his hitch and didn't traffic. The guy behind him tried to get out to untangle them himself, but the other car was too close. And there was 5 police officers there, and the sergeant told the other 4 to turn around so he didn't see what was going on, and he went out in the middle of the road and untangled the flags.
Nice.
Yeah. Told the guy that he spent 10 years serving that flag and he wouldn't let it look like that, then walked back over and told the officers they could turn back around and watch traffic again. So when we say that the officers, for the majority of them, are on our side, that proves it right there. So that's why I say don't give them a reason to have to feel any crappier than they probably already do for doing what they're doing. So anyway, we'll get some of you guys up here to tell your story throughout the weekend and why you're here, and I actually look forward to hearing all that. So with that's it. That's all I got for a second time here, and I'm going to let this gentleman take over and finish it out.
Thanks, Mike.
Good morning, everyone. Love every one of you, my brothers and sisters. I belong to a group of motorcycles. A big group. I'm not going to say who they are. I gave my lifetime rockers to Brian with my patch. My parents are directors through Virginia, 5 states. Bike Week's over with. Bike Week is over with. All you guys out there on YouTube, Twitter, got your bikes sitting in the garage, including them 4-wheel drive trucks and them Jeeps, them kayaks, them bicycles, and even grandma on scooters. Everybody needs to get to DC now. Now, not later. Now. Now to bring it back to DC. What's going to happen up there in DC? Black Lives Matter Street. We're going to take it back. All that paint's coming off that street. Before I get put in my grave, it's going to get tar and feathered. And then we're going to tar and feather all our delegates. Anyway, back to the motorcycle group. Bike Week's over with. Got a few messages, everybody coming up out of the South there. They enjoy the week down there at Bike Week. A lot of Harley groups. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. There's Harley down there. A lot of people, you ain't been to Pigeon Forge, go to Pigeon Forge. Visit your Harley dealers down there. All your bike shops down there, deliver them. They're wonderful people. They're brothers and sisters. I can either stand under this flag on my hat, or I can go get that black hat that man with that flag's got on out of my bike and get this revolutionary started going. But it needs to be peaceful. I'm calling all the bikes out. I don't care if you got a moped. Get up here, because you know what? And there's one other guy out there I want you guys to look at on YouTube. His name is NC Tyrant Hunter out of North Carolina. His name is Jeff. I've been watching him for a while. He knows how to handle the police. And let me tell you what, when he gives them a bam, it's a hell of a salute. And there ain't nothing they can do about it. Today we're going to go in there peacefully, but don't give up. There's a lot of bikes coming. A lot of bikes are coming. And I'm calling all the local Harley shops out, the Kawasaki, the Honda, everything. The proudest moment I had in my life is when I come up the road Wednesday morning and seen this convoy heading south, and I got two truckers to block the lanes behind me, and I actually stood up on my bike, let go of my handlebars, and locked that thing in cruise control, and I saluted you guys going down the road. The people behind me, they gave me the one finger salute. It don't matter. But I'm here for you, your kids. You're all family. You're my brothers, you're my sisters. Every one of these kids out here deserve this. They do not need to go through this crap again.
That's right.
We need to end it now.
Yep.
Ted Cruz, I got a message for you. I've respected you for a lot of years. I've watched you in the Senate talk. You choose your words wisely. I the hell if you didn't stick your thumb up your butt.
Yeah. Thank you.
And it come out black. And that's not good.
No.
We need to take, and what we need to do with these delegates, because they're making so much money, we need to find a local where they cut the town they come out of. We need to go to that McDonald's right there, and you need to go in there and find out what the lowest paid employee is. And that's their salary for 1 year. That's their salary, our taxpayer money paying them for 1 year service in that Capitol up there. And if they do not do what we want them to do, they're not going to get that little 2-cent raise. Because that's all they give us. Then they take it from us. And every one of you guys out there think about it, drive these trucks. These states have got state inspections, and I understand they got to do inspections to keep the bad things off the road. But they're taking pictures of your mileage, and they're going to start taxing you for it. Virginia's going to start doing it now. So when you go home and your tags run out, give them the one finger salute and put farm use on it. And if they pull you over and question you, I'm going to see you because you got hogs at your farm in Montana, and I'm getting on my motorcycle and going to go check them out. And there ain't nothing they can do about it. But we all need to be hand in hand on this and be peaceful. Brian is doing it right. Mike is doing it right. We are blessed to be up here doing this, okay? Everybody, please be visual of what's going on out there. I've seen plenty of wrecks on the interstates through my years. I've done plenty of rallies. Anytime I can go to Dallas-Fort Worth and we can shut the city down and take our vets and our kids for a ride and enjoy it for a week and be blessed with our brothers and sisters on two wheels. And it didn't matter what brand you drove. If you can put gas in it and turn the key, get it up. Let's go. I'm going to leave out of here tomorrow. I got a commitment with a child. I'm going to be back Monday, and I'm hoping to be dragging a little bit more than what my parents are bringing. And I want you guys to have a blessed day.
Let's give it up. One quick announcement here, and then we got something special for somebody here. Those who are watching online, those who are here, we're going to record the history of this in print. We have a special announcement coming, but you can learn more about what we're getting ready to release at americasconvoy.com. People who are journalists, people who are writers, people who are bloggers, get the information at americasconvoy.com. You know what? Until you print it, it's not official. They will not be able to ignore the history of this movement because we're coming out with a commemorative journal very soon to where you will read stories, you will see pictures, and we have a special presentation of somebody everybody knows who's going to grace the cover of the first edition. Who you think that's going to be? Well, I'm just saying, okay? So sign up if you want to get involved with this publication, americasconvoy.com. I made a soft announcement the other day, and we've already had about 75 people who've signed up to become involved. You can also sign up to be notified when the print version is ready. There's more information coming on how we're going to make this available to Americans all over the country, and you can be a direct part of that. Now, having said that, we want to sing a song to this guy. Y'all turn around to your that way. Happy birthday, the man in orange. Y'all ready? I don't even know your name, man, but Mike, happy birthday. Let's sing it to him. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mike. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Let's go do what we got to do today, Americans. God bless you all.
God bless you.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, bud?
You gonna go to DC today?
I'm gonna do some podcasts today, actually.
Gonna stay behind?
Yep, I'm actually William.
Hey, one quick announcement. Debbie, who's been with us, she hitchhiked from Montana, and she unfortunately has to leave, but she needs a ride to the airport today. So if anybody can do that, if you can come up to the front. Debbie has been with us. Like I said, she hitchhiked here from Montana. She's got some great stories. She's a great lady. So if you can drive her to the airport today, please come on up front off that ride. Thank you. She is not flying Delta.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back in the vehicle real quick. Gotta use the restroom real quick before we take off. I'm gonna try to figure out what route some of these people are going to try to get us into DC and not stay on the Beltway. So we are going into DC today, guys. Now today's not like yesterday. Today there's actually a convoy going.
Beautiful young lady said she would ride. Anyone, any takers?
All right. 1 second. Joe, going alone? Yes, I'm going alone. Give me a couple of seconds, guys, a couple of minutes. Setting up the tablets and getting ready to take off.
Well, good morning, neighbor.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. We're getting to be like the veterans.
Right?
Good thing to be.
Yeah. You've been with it for a while too, huh?
Hmm?
You've been with the convoy since the beginning?
I have to.
He ends out a safe trip down
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that
been-
was an awesome. I'll never forget the trip. It's been awesome. And we're doing something. Hallelujah. Finally. Feels good.
X-ray or trench, you got a copy? Go for trench. Hey, this POW truck, I need to back this truck back over into where I usually park there, if you could give me some spotting. Yeah, what's your 20 right now? I don't see you. I'm the one that's over here on the corner, close to the buses. With the wreck truck on the back.